In earlier European wars, discharged soldiers were often sent away with little pay and no pension at all. Forests in fairy tales often mark the moment when ordinary hardship turns into supernatural trial. What troubles you, soldier, that your face is heavier than your pack? I am hungry, I have no money, and I do not know how to live. Serve me for 7 years and you will never want again. You must not wash, comb, trim your hair, cut your nails, or wipe the water from your eyes for the whole 7 years. If that is the price of survival, I accept it. Many old folktales imagine hell not as chaos alone, but as a place of labor, order, and punishing routine. Keep the fire strong, sweep the house clean, drive every speck of dirt behind the doors, and do not peek into the kettles. Soot is made of fine carbon particles left by incomplete burning, which is why it clings to skin, cloth, and stone so stubbornly. In folktales, forbidden containers and closed doors often exist to test obedience more than courage. So, old master, now you are the one under command. You shouted orders once, and now the fire answers you instead. Once you held my fate, and now the fire holds yours. Fairy tales often compress long suffering into quick images, reminding listeners that endurance can feel both endless and strangely brief. Well, Hans, what work have you done for me? I kept the fires hot, swept every scrap behind the doors, and left nothing neglected. You peeked into the kettles, but because you fed the flames instead of fleeing, I spare you. In many grim tales, treasure first appears in lowly disguise, testing whether a hero can endure humiliation before reward. Go as you are, say you come from hell, and call yourself the devil's sooty brother and my king as well. ashes have turned to gold. Gold keeps its warm color because it resists rust and tarnish better than most metals, which made it a natural emblem of wonder and royal power. What creature comes here from the dark wood? I come from hell, and I am the devil's sooty brother. Historic inns often varied wildly in comfort, and a traveler with money could sometimes buy luxury even if he arrived looking like a scarecrow. Theft in folk tales often happens at night, because darkness reveals character as surely as daylight reveals faces. In this tale, the road to hell becomes strangely practical, less a final doom than a dangerous workplace with its own rules and contracts. My gold was stolen at the inn, and I ask your help to set the wrong right. Sit down, Hans, and I will put you back into the shape of a man. Simple grooming can transform identity in folk narrative, turning a feared outcast back into a recognizable human being. Tell the landlord to return your money, or I will fetch him to tend these fires in your place. Good sir, what business brings you back so soon? You stole my gold, and if you do not return it, the devil himself will take you below. Folktale justice is often swift, and fear of supernatural punishment makes a more immediate judge than any court. Heroes in grim tales often hide their wealth under plain dress, allowing character rather than ornament to guide fate.
Fine silks and woolens here. A sturdy smock frock for the day, good sir.
Fiddles and bowed folk instruments carried dance tunes, laments, and traveling songs across much of Europe long before recorded music existed. I bring music for the court, if the king will hear me. Courts once relied on live music for ceremony, dancing, and prestige, and a gifted performer could sometimes cross barriers that birth alone could not.
You have played more nobly than many men born to silken jewels. Ask what you will, for such music deserves honor from my house.
I ask only what you think just, Majesty.
Courtiers of the realm, I offer my eldest daughter in marriage to this musician. Let this union be sealed, binding our house with his talents.
I would sooner drown than marry a common man in a smock frock.
Will you honor your father, and take this man whom music and fate have brought before us?
If it pleases my father, I will do it, and I believe there is more worth in this man than clothes can show.
Clothing in fairy tales often marks changed status, yet the best transformations reveal a virtue that was present before the fabric changed. I will honor you with the same faith that carried me through darkness.
I will stand beside you in honesty and goodwill.
Bells have long marked public joy, warning, and worship, which is why fairy tale weddings so often end beneath their sound. My road to you passed through hardships stranger than any song I have played.
Then let the darkness stay behind you, and let your future be judged by your heart.
Aging rulers in grim tales often serve as bridges between old authority and a surprising new order.
A kingdom is kept not by pride, but by steady hands and a listening ear. Hands, receive this crown of destiny. Rise, sovereign of the realm.
Fairy tales delight in reversals, yet their deepest lesson is not sudden luck but the strange path by which endurance prepares a person for unexpected honor.
No man who served with courage should be turned away to starve. Take this purse and find safe lodging. I remember my own hungry road. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Good rulers in folklore are often recognized less by crowns than by full granaries, safe roads, and people who can work without fear. Returning to the site of old fear is a common sign that a fairy tale hero has truly changed. I remember the bargain, and I remember what it made of me. Never judge a life by ashes alone, for even soot may hide a future brighter than gold. So the devil's sooty brother, who once climbed from hell like a scarecrow, became a ruler remembered for steadiness, humility, and mercy.